Welcome to the latest episode of 4x4 Uncut, the podcast that digs into everything 4x4, from racing to rebuilds, driving to winching, buying and selling, parts and fabrication. I'm Freddie, the owner of FDR 4x4, Land Rover parts specialist.
I'm Alex, owner of Donnell's Off-Road. We manufacture steering and suspension links alongside all the other products for 4x4s.
And together, we are 4x4 Uncut. Let's just, before we get in with the start of it and tell you, a little bit about ourselves, why we're doing it, and let's just have some fun with it, I suppose. So, Alex, why did we start this podcast?
So, for those of us that don't know us, which is most people, we work closely together. You're a parts supplier, we're a parts manufacturer, so we work closely anyway. We have always conversations about off-roading, the racing scene, all of it, general 4x4s. So we thought, what better than just to share it with people that are interested in the same thing. So, so I want to get into it.
Yeah, I think there's a gap in the market, isn't there? And I think it's quite a big topic of conversation. People chatting about, their sport and off-roaders and their vehicles. And just a place to sort of bring people together and discuss all aspects, I suppose. So we thought it was only right that really to start our first episode, you learn a little bit about us, our involvement in the industry, and what we have to do with the sport. Yeah. Alex, how did it all begin, mate?
So 4x4s for me, it started, well, it seems like a long time ago, but I guess it wasn't relevant to like yourself. I don't know, late 2010.
Mm-hmm.
I think how old I would have been then. Yeah, 12, 13, so maybe 14. So our first one was a 110, not a Defender.
Mm-hmm.
The one before that. Sure.
Oh, just a straight 110.
Yeah, you'll know a lot more than me. I mean, I very minimal amount about it.
Mm-hmm.
And the memories I have of it are like so few and far between. It had the wheel on the bonnet.
Did it? Blimey.
Yeah, it looked a bit like a series.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it was that sort of era. I can't even remember the specs. I'm sure it was like 200, sort of like 200 TDI type thing. I don't know.
Well, I might have to get my anorak out then, because probably it wouldn't have been a 200 TDI, but
I know nothing about it. You know what I mean? I knew nothing about.
Was it a hardtop or like a station wagon, or did it have back doors and stuff?
I want to say it was a hardtop.
Oh, okay.
This is testing my memory a lot. Yeah, hardtop, wheel on the bonnet. I don't know. It's really, really bad. I can't remember any of it. My memory's awful, but that was our very first one.
Yep.
So we used to take that to Land Rover shows and billing shows, bits like that. As big family sort of thing. And then our second one was I do remember that very well actually, was a Discovery 1. 200 TDI. Do you remember Scorpion Racing?
Yeah, very well. Very well.
So we had everything, like tree sliders, bumpers front and back. I think Rebel steering guards. They're not Scorpion, they're different. Rebel, whatever it was.
Yeah, Rebel, yeah. God, that's going back some time as well.
Yeah, like some old kit. Really, really good stuff.
Scorpion were like probably one of the first big... Well, a lot of people hated them, didn't they? But they were the first... Yeah, they had a little bad press.
Did they?
Yeah, they were kind of... They'd done a lot for the sport back in the day, and I don't know if you remember, but like in the magazines, they had sort of 4-page adverts, because it was not pre-internet, but it was pre-website, wasn't it? So, you always had lots of all their accessories straight available, and I reckon they brought a lot to the market, to be fair.
Yeah.
Sorry.
See,
anyway, yeah. So
long ago,
it had the catalogue thrown at it. Awful. It was covered, was it? Did you do that then? Did you kit it all up, or did you buy it done? Or
Dad did. So it was a family car.
Yeah.
So at that point, we just done it up for like play days, and we never did like winch challenging or events. You know what I mean? It was like a real family type thing. You just LRO show, billing, and then the off-road course, which I think used to be better. I'm not trying to go off on a tangent here, but I think they used to be better for them sort of
Yeah,
shows where you could follow the leader. I don't know if they still do that. What
I
I
haven't done
remember of it,
no a long time.
it was you all joined the queue basically and did like follow the leader around the off-road course, and there was like
That was definitely Billing, wasn't it? Billing had
yeah,
the
like red and green sections and
lake
like
course, and I think they still do that. To be fair,
I, so I don't really get time to do it anymore with moving over to the trade sort of side of it.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to go off on a tangent there, but yeah,
Okay, so
that was
Discovery One fully kitted up, nice, nice. Um, and what was your first car then? Did you drive Land Rovers or?
no.
Oh, okay.
Felt like a bit of a traitor. My first car, due to due to a budget and insurance,
Hmm.
was a Peugeot 206.
Sorry to hear that, but you know,
Classic first car. Still 2 litre diesel for a
nice.
first
Yeah,
car.
yeah.
I don't know how Peugeot only managed to get 90 horsepower out of a 2 litre turbo.
Oh,
That
six was a
is,
popular car though at the time, wasn't it? They were everywhere.
I
They
thought it
were,
was brilliant. I think
yeah,
everyone
yeah.
does. Everyone
I
just
thought
goes,
that,
yeah.
I certainly bought and sold a few over the time.
Your first bit of freedom is just, it let me do everything I wanted to do,
Mm.
all my hobbies, and same with
Oh,
the rest of
definitely,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, my second car,
Hmm.
that was the Land Rover. That was the family Discovery
Oh, okay,
One.
cool.
Yeah, so it was a grey 3-door.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it'd be verging on not collectible now, but quite hard to get hold of because
What happened to it? Is it still around? Have you seen it, or did it end with you?
no. So, that's a really long story. This could go on forever. So I had it for 3 years, I think,
Hmm.
maybe 4 years,
Yeah.
and then I did loads of work on it, new gearbox and all these other bits. Then it kind of got to a stage where I started racing and building the challenge track and all the rest of it, and it was like, well, don't need it anymore because we're doing the
Hmm.
racing side.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I ended up breaking it for parts. It's a bit gutting, really. But
And when was this then? What sort of years? What year was this
that was,
roughly?
it must have been early 2020. Just, I think it was. See, I think everyone's reference is COVID.
Mm.
You know what I mean? I have a feeling it was just just before COVID because that's
Oh,
when my
okay.
racing started.
So they were still quite rare then, weren't they? They were starting to become quite scarce. That
Yeah, I mean
Discovery.
now they're really scarce for a good one,
They are, yeah,
and
100%.
I'm sure people will hate it because of what it was, but like it because of how nice it was to do that to it. But it
Mm.
was the 3-door grey with the sticker pack. You know, the
Yeah,
Discovery.
the grey, yeah, 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 sticker down
Yeah,
the
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 actual
grey and
Discovery
blue or something.
decals.
Yeah.
That was it. It had all of that all down the side. It was really nice. 200 TDI,
Hmm.
blue interior.
And you cut it up.
Well, no, I didn't cut it up.
Oh, okay.
So I had a brand new transfer box made for it for
Hmm.
Ashcroft.
Yeah.
All the bits on it, whatever. Had an LT77 manual box. Oh, there's another story in itself. But I kept the LT77 diesel manual box to put in my 3.5 Rover V8
Hmm.
because at the time I knew nothing about fitment. The two don't fit.
Hmm.
They do, but you have to cut the input shaft
Yeah, diesel one's longer, isn't it? By about two
and
inches
wider.
and wider.
The
Yeah.
the spigot where it goes in the crankshaft
Hmm.
is bigger on a diesel than it is on a petrol.
So that wasn't the that.
I had days of confusion. Like when I started building the truck, I really didn't know anything about Land Rovers, like at all.
So
But
sorry, yeah, blue interior, highly
so
regarded.
blue interior,
Flick up seats, being a
yeah,
three
obviously
door.
flick up seats.
Did
It's
it have
nice.
the fabric bag in the middle, the cubby box bag?
No,
No, not many did. Very
We
desirable.
had
Very desirable.
the I think we put in the cubby box out of
Oh,
a
oh
newer
yeah, okay.
model, one with a fold-up lid.
Again, that's quite an expensive, or quite rare thing. You know, a lot of people wanted those, or will still do, I think, because people are restoring those now, aren't they? They become like a bit of a classic thing, classic
Yeah,
car.
the nice thing is that body chassis. I think the engine's still in it. I sold it to someone that was going to restore it all,
Oh, okay.
so I'm really hoping he did
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
because it'd be awesome to know it's still about.
Mm.
Because the body was in good condition.
hmm Okay.
I
So
don't think the chassis.
after the discovery, we went, and then you say you started racing just before COVID, so like 2019.
Yeah. So when was our first one? Started. Uh, yeah, I think we were marshalled first at King of Britain.
Mm-hmm.
That was, I want to say, that was the first race after COVID was like lifted a little bit
Mm-hmm.
because it was the only one of the only off-road racing bodies that was like I think well known enough or big enough to
Yeah.
get permits.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because at the time you had to have like a permit for this and
Yeah.
exemptions for that, and
So had you had the truck was all built then, ready to go, or
yeah,
like what?
yeah, we took it
And
with us.
oh, okay, cool. And what was that then? What was the truck?
It
What was the?
was a oh, it's bringing me back now. It was a Discovery One chassis
Mm-hmm.
with the 3.5 Rover V8 with SU carbs,
Yeah.
which was on it, um, with my diesel LT77 manual gearbox and my
Okay.
rebuilt LT230
Fair enough.
D1 axles, full Theot cage. So
Mm-hmm.
full cage on a chassis, and then I just went down on it. Very first time building a truck or anything, I had no idea what I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many things that we did wrong. Like as a family, we put so much work into it,
Yeah.
and the amount of times we rebuilt the same thing was unreal. Just through lack of knowledge or ability. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like at the time, I was only just learning to weld. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
really,
Yeah.
like I
And
had
how
the
long
cage
did?
welded.
Yeah.
Sure, my welding was good enough. But now I'm just like, just a bit of cage off. Worry about it. Not a problem. But
And how long did you race for then?
I want to say it was nearly 3 years.
Okay.
I think maybe 2.5
Mm-hmm.
in total. Um, so yeah, after that first time marshalling,
Yeah.
we decided to enter the next race, which was Curtain,
Mm-hmm.
the Essential.
Yeah.
Did you ever go to one of them at Curtain?
I have been to Curtin. Yeah.
The That was quite a cool layout with the Ultra 4 because it was that hill in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was like the pit area, so it was nice there because you could actually see quite a lot of the course.
See the whole track. Yeah.
Yeah, which you don't really get with some of the events like Bovington. All you can see is the straight. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? It's nice actually seeing a bit more. So yeah, we did. I want to say 2.5 years with that, upgrading the truck,
Did the
just
trucks?
rebuilding it.
Did you change? Did you change a lot along the way then, or?
Oh, massively.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, after the very first event, that was on that as I just explained. Really, that was as it was. After that event, it had a 3.9 with the Mega Squirt on
Mm-hmm.
because of the SU carbs were not happy with hills. I don't know if it's a carb issue, if that's just things people know. I don't know. Maybe
Probably
it's
just
me.
not happy in general, I'd have said.
I don't know. I'm no good with carbs or engines. So yeah, the best thing to do was to go electronic
Yeah.
ignition and yeah, Mega Squirt. It's just drop and play, no more hassle.
Mm-hmm.
We smashed all the chassis mounts for the radius arms, trailing arms. They were all folded flat on the chassis.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just brutal. Like They were all standard. And to be honest, it's why we don't make our trailing arms fit Land Rover mounts. People have
Yeah.
asked us before. The only reason is because I know what's going to happen to them.
Mm,
With like a set of our bars on, the bar needs to break because it's a pain folding the chassis up on your Land Rover. You know what I mean?
so it's quite a
So we
learning
found out
curve then, really.
massive. But yeah, so we fitted Y61s,
Hmm.
Nissan Patrol Y61s.
Yeah.
At the time, it was still pretty cheap. I mean, I think we paid like 1,100 from. You heard of Cole Martha in Ireland?
Yes.
I bought them off Colm. He sent them over. I had them all shot blasted, debracketed them. That is a massive job.
Yeah.
If you ever debracketed a set of Y61s, you definitely know what I mean. It's
And did you
like me
run?
and Jess went at it.
Did you carry like normal standard shafts and stuff, or did you change, like upgrade along the way, or?
With the Land Rover
No,
or the
sorry. Once you went to Y61,
standard.
it's just standard, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We ran 37-inch treps
Hmm.
on completely standard. So that's 31 spline front. Because
Yeah.
I don't want to get into it because it's going to be a long conversation. That's another episode for itself. But
Yeah.
you can have loads of different types of Y61. But yeah, 31 spline front, 3 spline rear is like the sweet spot for
Hmm.
spares for people. So we stuck with standard because we thought hopefully someone's going to have some spares. Um, Same with diffs, etc. So
Hmm.
yeah, we did a lot of diffs. My final race that sort of killed racing for me and set me on the big path of upgrading to an awesome race truck was
Hmm.
smashing 3 front diffs up
Right.
on some big rocks at Walters, which were in the car park, essentially.
Hmm.
Um, yeah,
And
that was just gutting.
what was the why did you stop then in the, or what was was that enough to just say, I'm done with this, or what happened?
Yeah, what it was is I decided after that, I was like, oh, I want to upgrade to massive axles.
Hmm.
And the chassis was the limiting factor. Fitting axles properly, 4 links front and rear,
Yeah.
you can't really get them on with a chassis truck.
Hmm.
Gets in the way. The frame rails are too low. It needs more of an arch. Everything. They're not really strong enough.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? It's just, and then you kind of commit to it, and then it costs so much money to build that spec truck, the one that I
Hmm.
wanted.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I started doing it and just thought, I can't afford it. You know what I
Mm.
mean? We'd started. Had we just started the business? No, this was just before we started the business,
Right.
and I think deciding. I don't know. I can't remember. It was either just before or just after we started the business.
Hmm.
That kind of swung the decision. We thought we want to commit more to making the
Moving
parts,
forward, yeah.
making the business. Just yeah, making smarter decisions. Really,
Yeah, it's fair enough, isn't it?
'cause I
It's
love
fair enough.
it and I miss it every day. But yeah,
You've got lots more
it's
money in your pocket.
no, I don't because I started a business
So,
and a podcast.
and a podcast, yeah, that's a bad idea. So, moving on from that, then, how did you start your career? Then, do you do your steering bars all the time, or how did it work? What how did you start? What did you do? You know,
So my general career in life started. I started as an aircraft fitter.
okay,
Did my apprenticeship in that
hmm,
um, 5 years. Then I moved into aerospace machine tools. So
right,
big grinders for. We mainly do jet engine grinding.
hmm,
For like all the big companies like Rolls Royce and GE. So that's kind of what got me on the. So I've done a lot of machining during my apprenticeships, and I studied aerospace engineering at college before I worked at Marshall's.
yeah,
But what really got me back to machining and like kind of in that industry was working in machine tooling. So kind of thank Nanobat for that.
hmm,
And then yeah, I just sort of wanted to keep doing it, keep improving. What we do for work's all very high precision. Yeah, I just enjoy doing it. and then it kind of folded back into the steering bars, and we'd been making our own and
Mhm.
making them for friends and people that race with us, and because
Yeah.
everyone sort of knew us, it was like just we were like the people you go to for it
Mhm.
because it made sense. Like we're at the race anyway, we'll bring a set to you, whatever. So yeah, that's
And
how
do
I
you
kind of
think
got into
that
it.
your mindset with machining and your job obviously then helps doing the bars and everything? Because like for instance, I probably work in inches, tolerance in true
Yeah,
Land Rover style. So I suppose you've got to have the right mentality to do that, haven't you? Otherwise,
yeah,
to start with, I suppose.
yeah. The the smaller your the smaller it sounds ridiculous, but the smaller the tolerance you work to,
Hmm.
the easier it is to get things right. You know
Okay.
what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
If you if you're aiming within millimeters, you're only missing by like fractions of a mil, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Whereas if you're throwing a dart at a barn door, you're not really looking, you're throwing it. It sounds ridiculous, but
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, we work in microns for most of our work, so
Hmm.
millimeters are kind of seen as like the equivalent of inches for
Right. Okay. Fair enough.
for the industry we work in. Like
Yeah.
if someone
Okay.
said, "Oh, that axis is a millimeter off," you'd be like, "Oh," they're like, "Oh, hell would break loose."
Yeah, I bet. Or things would fall out the sky, I suppose.
Yeah, so it makes it so much easier when you're used to it. That I come home and it's like, yeah, we'll just get on with it. And
Yeah.
Jess has picked it up, and
So, sorry. So you've done your apprenticeship. You're working in that industry anyway, and then you started making the bars for other people and just helping along the way in races and stuff, which is it kind of goes hand in hand, doesn't it? Everyone sort of tries to help each other out, etc., etc.
yeah, yeah,
And
definitely.
then when did you decide to just turn it into a business? Then, like, how did that come about?
It was March. I remember it
Okay,
was March 2024,
right.
2 years ago. I think it was 8th of March. We're very
Okay,
specific.
so quite close. What would you?
Yeah, it literally
Oh, yeah. So it's a birthday soon.
next week.
Oh,
Well,
okay,
Sunday, I think.
50%
Um,
discount, is it?
it was sweat on for a minute.
Yeah. No, so yeah, sorry. So yeah, 2 years ago you decided to
Yeah,
go
so
for it.
we'd been making parts, and then we just thought, you know what, we want to do this. We want to be able to sell to other people. We want something we can. It's fantastic seeing products that you
Hmm.
make
Yeah.
on people's cars. Like especially, I really love the race cars, like the Ultra Four cars and
Yeah.
Comp Safari Trials cars. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
I love seeing them on road cars, but they're not being used to the full extent
Oh, without a doubt, yeah.
of what they
So
can do.
what was the first product that you went like? Did you? So obviously, for people who aren't list or people who don't know you, did Jess? That's your sister, yeah. She start with you from the start, or how did it? Like, so you say it was March. What, you just
Yeah,
woke up one morning and said on board, or
Jess. Yeah, Jess started with me from the 8th of from March. So
yeah,
I'd been doing them. I kind of started doing them, the machining,
hmm,
years ago. Like
yeah,
we got into it because we needed a set for ourselves.
hmm,
So we said like we need a set of trailing arm links or steering links, whatever it was. We've got a lathe. We can get the material. Why don't we make our own to get the tool in?
hmm,
Yeah, it makes sense. Um, so I'd started doing them, and Jess had done a couple in between, but it was mainly me doing it all. Like it was because it was my lathe, and I was kind of doing it.
yeah,
And then I said to Jess, we'd kind of been doing a few more bits, and then I said, well, do you want to just do it? Like, you know what I mean? Just do you want to just commit to it, and I just see what happens,
yeah,
and just have it as something for both of us. We've stopped racing now.
hmm,
We used to have horses a long time ago,
right,
so Jess had stopped with the horses as we'd started racing.
hmm. And you used to race together then, anyway.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah,
So it was mainly me driving, Jess co-driving, and doing all the winching.
yeah,
I was a lot more unfit then, so
hmm,
there was no chance of me doing any winching.
yeah.
Yeah. straight away going to lose if I get out of the car.
So, yeah, so you thought, right, let's just go for it and give it a go. So, what was the first product then, or did you just get it out there and sort of
Discovery,
start telling people, or how did you
yeah,
go? How did you do it?
Discovery One steering bars. I think it's always been the core. I want to say Discovery followed by Defender.
Mm-hmm.
That's always been the core of our business, really.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's pushed more now into D2, especially as people are using D2s more frequently.
Mm-hmm.
Or I would say rebuilding them to have as road cars, which
Mm-hmm.
is quite common now. So, probably Defender the most now
Mm-hmm.
in sales, followed by D2, followed by D1.
Yep.
Or Defenders converting to D1. So, same steering bars.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's always been our key product. What we did, the day we decided to go turn into a business, we just posted on Facebook, your social media. That was just,
Get your bars.
yeah, that was it. And there was a fantastic response from especially friends, family, people we raced with, people that just knew us through other people. And it was, I'd say, word of mouth, really. I mean, we didn't even have a website
Mm-hmm.
for, say, at least a month, maybe 2 months.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just kind of going off people that knew us. And at the time, it was so new, and we both worked full time. We still do. Didn't need to do anything. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? We could just have one order a month.
Mm.
We never did. We always had lots, which
Yeah.
was awesome. But we didn't need to be busy because
Mm-hmm.
it was like an experiment to see what would happen if we did it. But yeah, it's been
So did
fantastic, really.
so when you got a couple of sets out there, and then I suppose true Land, not necessarily just Land Rover, but in true 4-wheel drive style, you buy a set and your mate shows your mate and he buys a set, and did it just flow like that, or did it, then all of a sudden you just think, right, shit, this is starting to happen now, like, do we need to do this, or like where did you go from there? How did it?
So yeah, I mean, originally I think we started off like all the people start off. We just sold steering bars.
Mhm.
So you couldn't buy joints, you couldn't buy jam nuts, we couldn't offer kits. It was just the bars, and we thought that was completely fine. We
Yep.
thought I think we were in this little world of, oh, everyone must know everything about Land Rovers.
Mhm.
At that point in time, we knew quite a bit about Land Rovers
Yep.
from experience. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Not thinking that people probably don't. They just enjoy them and have them,
Yeah.
like we'd kind of done with our Discovery One. I didn't know anything about it, but that never crossed my mind. And then
Mhm.
it was only when we decided our first event was billing off-road show in, that would have been June, wouldn't it? I think.
Yeah, around June, isn't it normally? Sort of
So
end of
yeah,
June, something like that.
June 24. I think that really hit us the biggest because
Right, okay.
people were coming up and saying,
So sorry,
"All right,
you started in the March
March,
and then said, right, let's do the show, and that was yeah, okay.
yeah, we made a load of bars
Yeah,
and just turned up the bars. We had we had no stand at all.
right.
We just had the big gazebo that we'd use for racing.
Mhm.
We were just there. No one knew us. We had a big banner made, and we were right behind Mayor actually. So I think you must have been with him,
Yeah,
maybe.
possibly. I think I had the first year when I met
Oh,
you,
you
I
had a
think I
stand.
had my own stand, yeah.
'Cause I come round and spoke to you
That's
because
it, yeah.
Craig was with you.
Mm,
He
that
had
was it,
his
yeah.
challenge truck on the stand because we'd just made a set of 4-link bars for his truck
Yeah, that was it, yeah.
prior to that show. Um,
Yeah, yeah. Anyway,
so you know
so
what I mean? Like, little jobs like that. It's just,
exactly, yeah, and then it just starts to roll, I suppose.
yeah. And
Mhm.
then at that show, people were like, "Can you do you sell the steering damper mounts?"
Mhm.
No, don't you just have a welder and a folder in your garage and the laser cut? You know what I mean? Like we were so naive
Mm.
coming from building our own trucks and all the rest of it.
Mhm.
to just think that we could sell one little part and then we could expect people to just
deal with it.
have all the rest of it. And it doesn't work like that. To be a successful business, you need to be able to provide the solution to an issue, all of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't just sell one thing. You need to be able to back it up and provide the support, the technical
Yeah.
information, the rest of the parts.
So billing was a bit of an eye opener.
Massive.
Yeah.
Massive.
And all you
It's
had was
scary.
steering bar, like just the steering bars for
Yeah.
Discovery and Defender, or?
I want to say by that point, we had Discovery 2, Discovery 1, Defender, and I think we had the Discovery 2 and Discovery 1 and Defender panhard bars.
Okay.
But for the panhard bars, we had no joints or misalignment spaces.
Right.
Unless you had a lathe or a very good with a grinder, you had no way of fitting them.
No way of fitting them.
I don't know what was going through our minds.
Well, I mean, it's a journey, isn't it? Basically, I mean,
yeah,
so you've done the show and then came away from there. And what was that then? Grand plan? Like, did you think, right, was it an eye opener? It was obviously like, wow, I need to do this, or what happened then? Where did you go from there?
I think we went straight from that into, right, we need to get joints, we need to get stuff. And I think it was about that time I spoke to you.
Yeah, just after the show, wasn't it? When it
just after, and we'd sort of said about joints and maybe just one after that, possibly.
Yeah.
I think it was just after LRO, sorry.
LRO, yeah. That year, wasn't it, LRO?
Because we dropped straight into, like, we need to build a stand, because our stand was us in a gazebo. It wasn't a stand. We need to work on everything: appearance, advertising, our social media. We just sort of committed to it and went, we need to make sure LRO is really good and really push it.
Which is obviously is a lot harder than it sounds, because especially when you both work a normal job, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you're
pretty intense.
It's not difficult, but it's like a whole new job in itself, isn't it? I suppose
it is. It's a full-time job.
Yeah.
There's absolutely no way of calling it anything but that. It's I'll get more messages from my own company than I'll get from my other work. You know what I mean? It's great though. I love it.
Yeah.
I do love the work and all of it.
Yeah. So this is 24.
Yeah.
So we did LRO. As I say, then
24.
we started chatting, didn't we? And then, so that brings you into 25. Would you say you sort of had you were sort of on the right track then, or when did you start adding other products did the custom sort of side really take off then? And because that was kind of 24 to me into 25 seemed quite maybe more 24, but it was a real sort of peak for perhaps off-road racing, wasn't it? It was a lot, a lot of people started building new trucks. There was quite a lot of events to do at that time. So did you, because to be fair, if you're building a buggy of some sort, then 9 times out of 10, it's going to have one of your products on, isn't it? Or you're going to need that, that for that application, really. So did the custom side then come, or how did it?
I think we've done the custom side since we started, to be honest. I would say the custom side came before the off-the-shelf parts for us, because we didn't know the specs to call them off-the-shelf parts.
Yeah, okay, I'm with you. But when you got out of the scene, did it sort of, when you started doing, did it then sort of highlight you again, do you think, to people perhaps who didn't know you, or people were building new vehicles? Or
I will say there's a lot of people in the racing scene, especially when dirt started. Don't get me wrong, it pulled a lot of the people from Ultra 4 into dirt.
Yeah.
but not all of them. But it also pulled a lot of people that weren't in Ultra 4 into dirt.
Yeah.
So there was like a whole different group of people that I'd never known before.
Mhm.
Like you say, a lot of new trucks, whether it was old people building new trucks or just completely new people.
New blood, yeah.
Yeah, we do keep saying we need to go when the race is on, like when King of Britain's on. We need to get to it and sort of be there and meet people.
Just have a chat.
Yeah, a lot of people know us, but there's still a lot that don't. So
Yeah.
it's worth getting in there and
Oh,
making sure
definitely,
people
yeah,
know
100%.
they can come to us and do
So that
whatever.
was 25, you sort of hit the ground running with the expo, was it? Was that
Yeah,
your first
I can't believe
expo?
that was our first expo.
Yeah. Mhm. Which again is a baptism of fire, isn't it? Because it's all that for a day. So
Yeah,
it's like a big setup for a day.
it was a huge
Um,
amount of work.
mhm.
Yeah,
And
not
then
our best event, to be
no.
honest. Not the first year.
Mhm.
We struggled a bit. I don't know
I
whether
just think
people
it's
didn't
a
know us
yeah, and it's
or
always a learning curve for each show, isn't it? You sort of
yeah,
you get, to adapt. Yeah, so that was that, and then billing like number 2, I suppose, like the second billing?
yeah, yeah. So was that last year? Yeah,
25, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
So we were just
crazy.
opposite you.
Yes. Was that your only that was your second billing, was it? Shit. Crazy,
Yes,
isn't it?
it seems absolutely insane
Like a
talking about all
lifetime
this
ago,
stuff.
doesn't it?
It just it really does.
Yeah.
Every time we've done a stand, we've gotten bigger and bigger
Mhm.
and bigger.
Yeah.
Not quite reached mayor's size. I don't think we ever will be because
Well, never say
they are
never.
some big stands. But
Never say never. So
yeah,
billing, yeah, then they're opposite us and Maya. A good show. That worked well.
yeah. There's a bit of a theme. Like all of our shows, we've seemed to every one we go to,
Mhm.
we'll go like that was the best show we've had so far, and like
Yeah. And it
that's a
grows.
reoccurring theme.
Yeah.
With the exception of Expo the first time,
Mhm.
but the one that we just had a few weeks ago, best show I've had out of all of them,
And
even for one day.
and are you adding and how like where's the business going now then? So how's it growing? Like, is
So I
are
think
you introducing products every time you think of them, or is it just as there is a need, or how does it work? Like, how does it
so.
work for you in your head? How does it work?
There's a lot of crazy stuff going on in my head.
Yeah.
I think so. We try and go with things that are needed
Mhm.
because that makes sense. Then at the moment, we're trying quite hard to refine. I would say is our biggest thing. So products that we've already got, we're really pushing to make that extra, go that little bit extra, and really make the fitment better. Or
Mhm.
um, it's like I think I was talking to you the other day about it about changing the way we do steering dampers on all Land Rovers, basically,
Mhm.
to make it one that fits like the Discovery one and Defender
Yep.
using a Discovery 2 panel, Discovery 2 steering damper. I mean, like, but at the moment, we're just trying to make them brackets and we want to make it perfect. So we're not going to rush it,
Mhm.
but we do want that perfect part. That's what we're aiming for.
Yeah.
And all the little details like zinc plating and
Mhm.
these little bits that keep coming. And we're currently working on some other bits for non-Land Rover stuff. So
Mhm.
we're doing, well, right now, Jess is making some Y61 4-link bars, which we're
Okay.
going to be putting some posts up about.
Yeah.
They're going to be a kit, hopefully, on the website you can order.
Right. Okay.
So they're not going to be a custom product anymore. They're
So
just going to be an off-the-shelf part.
are you going to try and get into other brands as well as Land Rover? Now you've sort of
Yeah,
got Land Rover nailed as such. You can
yeah,
start moving
definitely.
into other.
I think that's the next move for us because we would like to. So we already do Suzuki Jimny, which
Mhm.
a lot of people probably don't know because we haven't really marketed it the best,
Yeah.
but we'd like to push it more.
Mm-hmm.
We've had a few on some racing ones, and they've gone really well.
Yeah.
So steering bars, panhard bars, which are coming as an off-the-shelf part very shortly,
Yeah.
all bolt on, nice and easy.
Nice.
Um, we're looking at doing Y61 steering bars off
Yeah.
the shelf. So, yeah, like I say, I think people are put off sometimes by custom because they either think it's going to be really expensive, or I'm going to ask them some like really hard or awkward questions and want them to know what threads they are. And you know what I mean? If I went up to a random person and said, I want to make you something completely custom, it's like,
Yeah.
probably a
Like you
bit
say.
daunting.
Mm.
Yeah. So if you can just order the right part, maybe that'd be easier. Also, Toyota Land Cruiser 80 series steering
Yep.
bars. Doing a set right now,
Okay.
a bit of a sourcing issue with jam nuts.
Yeah.
So you can't get them. They're
Oh, okay.
really weird. Oh, don't. They're awful threads.
Mm-hmm.
Different sizes. Costs me an absolute fortune in tooling. Yeah. You've got to be willing to invest, I'll tell you that. When it comes
But
to machine tools.
I'd say it's paying off, and obviously, well. You know, we talk quite a lot, but when you've actually laid it out, it's crazy that it's only 2 years, really, isn't it? To be honest,
Yeah,
because you'd say
it's
it's been a
insane.
lot longer than that. I would have said.
Yeah.
So yeah, I suppose it's all exciting times, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, alongside that, we've got our range of Can-Am X3 narrow and wide track radius rods.
Yeah.
Again, we need to market them better. We've got them, but
Hmm.
we need to market them better. We sold a
Yeah.
couple of sets. Can-Am Maverick R,
Hmm.
radius rod sets, sway bar links. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We've got it again. We need to market it better. A whole range of DIY parts, which you've probably seen, like battery
Hmm.
trays, oil coolers. But it's hard, isn't it? Like how you need to get it out there, but it's that fine line between marketing and making and designing.
Oh, without a doubt, yeah, without a doubt. But I suppose it's looking quite an exciting year then, really, in the
Oh
sense
yeah,
of there's lots happening. Happy days.
yeah. I just we're really looking forward to it. We've just done our form for billing
Yep.
and LRM,
Okay. Yeah.
so
Aaron, I'm live. May.
confirmed.
Nice.
Yep, all very close together, like a little
Yes.
bit too close for our liking.
Ah, that'll be fine.
Yeah, Virgin on scary for us. It's like, oh, how are we going to get it all done? But we're looking forward to it. It's going to be really good. And
Good.
like you say, just a lot happening.
Hmm.
Yeah, the business is pushing forward.
Good.
We're trying to expand. Lots more to come on that. Hopefully, in the not too distant future. But
There we are.
yeah, I hope that kind of gives everyone an insight as to who we are. Just yeah, quite normal person, but we're making it happen.
Contact you for bars. Contact you for bars.
Yeah, it is up the steering bars, custom stuff,
No
everything.
worries.
And if it needs making, just let us know. We don't. I was saying to you, we don't just do off road stuff as well. We'll do anything. I was working on like jet ski parts.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
general engineering, like
Happy
cal,
days.
whatever. Doesn't matter.
So that's cool. So that's quite a roundup of what you've done and what your career's been, really, mate, isn't it? For the listeners that don't know you, yeah, at least it gives a bit of an insight, and perhaps, well, hopefully, people will want to come back and
Yeah,
listen to us some more.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, it was nice to get it all out there. But I think I've taken quite a bit of the time up, so we're gonna have to do about you in episode 2 or B of episode 1. I'm not sure how we're gonna do that, but
One of 2
yeah,
episode chapter.
yeah. Keep listening for the second episode, where we're going to talk to Freddie about how he's got to this point, what he's done throughout his career, and what he's doing now. So stick around to find out.
Catch you soon.